Hello there, and welcome to the Marketing SOS Show. I'm your host, Eric Yee. This is episode 66 of the Marketing SOS Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if this is your first time on the show, essentially I answer the audience's questions. Their marketing and their business-related questions, whatever they may be, no issue too big, none too small. I'm here and happy to help. So whether you're an entrepreneur, a small business owner, a student, or a career marketer in a corporate environment, whatever it is, bounce it my way, and I'm happy to take a look at it and potentially answer it on a future episode of the show. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, drop me a line at eric@marketingsos.ca, and who knows, your question could be on the next episode of the show. But on today's episode, I have a question from Adam, who has a client with a very lucrative and a very high price point product and certification business that's asking Adam for help in driving leads, more traffic to their website, and ultimately, growing their business, growing their revenue. So the one thing I love about doing this show is that a lot of the questions that I get, they're so different. There's so many different people writing in with different businesses. So this is a first. We haven't done a certification company on the show with a nice reoccurring $5,000 to $7,000 annual fee for customers. So it's exciting. So let's get to Adam's question just after this. So Adam writes, "Hi Eric, what strategy would you use for a certification company? I was recently hired by a company that has ISO certifications to build their online strategy and get new clients through digital marketing. So my client certifies companies for all ISO norms. Companies range from small to large businesses, and contracts usually are up to $6,000 to $7,000 annually, with the contract being renewed every year. So they are high-ticket customers. The usual way of getting clients for these companies is through networking, in-person networking. My strategy at the moment is to focus on PPC, pay-per-click, Google AdWords, with a landing page and a call to action to call for a quote to get certified or get more information. Also, I want to focus on LinkedIn marketing through group posting and contacting ISO consultants. I want to work on their SEO as a long-term plan as well. What's your advice? What strategy would you use?" Adam. So first off, thank you for writing in, Adam. And for everyone out there listening, you might be wondering, what is an ISO? What is ISO certifications? So an ISO is a set of industry standards that companies can become certified in to prove to their customers that they are following best practices and frameworks. These can be management frameworks to manufacturing and document management. There's a broad range of ISO standards and likely certifications as well. So, to be quite honest, Adam, I think you are on the right track here with your thinking. PPC with Google AdWords to target these individuals and companies, those companies or individuals at those companies with the intention, and they are searching for your client services. So definitely a great place to start. Maybe couple this one with some ads on a Google Display Network, targeting websites where those ISO consultants or those final companies that are looking for these certifications frequent and visit. Now, for all of this, sending them to a specific landing page is a great idea. For sure, sending them to the homepage of the website, you can get lost, they don't know where they're going, and they can lose their navigation. You're not keeping them on a direct funnel. So landing page, definitely a good idea. Now, normally I'd recommend trying to get some kind of financial commitment there on the landing page. But with such a high price point, I can see where this might be a longer term sales process. No one's clicking a buy button and getting these certifications right away. They want to talk to somebody, they want to read information, they want to see proof, testimonials, things like that. So a longer term, maybe multi-week, multi-day, even multi-month process. Perhaps one area to look at here is some kind of lead magnet to get prospects' email addresses. So not everyone may go for a quote right away, but a lead magnet can get them. to give you their email address or some other form of information where you can follow up and get them into your client's sales funnel. So for those of you that don't know what a lead magnet is, it's a little morsel of goodness, some kind of asset, some piece of marketing, something of value that your customer wants that you're going to give them for free, but not exactly for free. Yes, they're not going to pay anything for it, but they're going to have to give you some information, namely their email address so you can follow up with them. So usually you'll see things like a checklist. So for e-commerce, it might be 20 things to do before the holiday season to set you up for e-commerce success. Yeah, an e-commerce person is going to want to know what those are to make sure they're doing everything on the checklist. Or it could be a white paper explaining a new trend or your latest research that you're giving away for free. Something that can give people the edge or inform them. So that's essentially what a lead magnet is. It pulls people to you to get their email address and contact information and get them into your sales funnel. Now, Adam, once you have this lead magnet in place, you could then look at getting some kind of email marketing sequence or a drip campaign set up in place. Or it could just be as simple as passing this lead onto the sales team. Now, I prefer the former as it can be more effective in long-term planning and good for your billable hours with this client, to be quite honest. But this is largely up to your client and how their process, their internal process is structured. Now, for everyone else that they're listening, that doesn't know what a email sequence or drip campaign is, let's think about it like this. So we got that email address from that lead magnet. What do we do with it? We start sending them emails, other assets that we have, other information that we provide, to give them other opportunities to learn about us, to engage with us more, and for us to build our authority in the space to them, to push them further along through all these gates towards becoming a paying customer. Now, another thing you mentioned, Adam, is LinkedIn. Now, this is a great place for you to advertise. This is probably where your clients are going to be, or where your clients' clients are going to be. Now, group posting and contacting ISO consultants is a great place to start. But also, I would encourage you to take a look at your clients' target customers. What ISO certifications are they looking for? What level are they at in the organization? Are they a manager, director, etc.? You can do timeline targeted ads to these specific individuals. Now, just like Facebook ads or Twitter ads, as people are scrolling on LinkedIn, you can put ads right there. Now, the great thing with LinkedIn for business to business is you can get really specific targeting different job titles in different industries and different people with different keywords on their profiles. Now, the same thing can be done with in-mail ads. Those are those private direct message inbox ads that you get on LinkedIn. You can do the same kind of targeting and get the same kind of people. So I'd highly recommend looking into both. Both can be expensive depending on how you do it. So really measure how effective it is, what kind of return on investment you're getting, and make sure you're measuring that marketing funnel to see where people are dropping off and where you can improve things. Now, this is a very similar process that we talked about with the search engine marketing. Get that landing page, maybe a specific landing page for people from LinkedIn. Give them that lead magnet and get their email address as fast as you can. Get them off of LinkedIn so you can engage with them through your own channels. Now, you mentioned long-term, you want to get into SEO or search engine optimization, which is the process of making their website more readable and ranking better in search engines. More readable to search engines. Search engines are seeing it more and ranking your content higher when people are searching for related content. This is another great long-term strategy, so kudos to you. This is a great strategy to gain more organic traffic. Organic traffic is people that are just coming from your website, people discovering your website through a search engine. They're not clicking on an ad, they haven't engaged with you before, they're Googling things, or heaven forbid, using Bing. And those search engines are serving your website up to these people because they think it's a great match for what they're looking for. So even if you aren't getting in front of these people with your search engine ads, they can still end up on your site. Now, along with SEO, look at content marketing, developing content of interest and related to your client's target market, to your client's target market's interests and ISO certifications. Adam, thank you for the question. And it's an interesting industry, interesting client that you have. and a very well-paying client, hopefully, considering those high price points. Be very curious to know how you're billing them, whether you're taking a percentage for each lead, and hopefully some kind of reoccurring payment there, especially if they're retaining these clients very well. But overall, Adam, it sounds like you're on the right track here. You have a great strategy, maybe tweak a few things, and really plan and keep measuring what you're doing and tweaking things from there. I think you're on the right track, so I have no doubt this client is going to be very happy going forward. So that's it for the show this week. Thank you so much for listening. If you have a chance, drop the show ratings and review on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, or wherever it is that you listen to the show. If you're listening on the Overcast player, if you press that star button, that really helps the show out and keeps us going here week in and week out. So with that, if you have a question, drop me a line at eric@marketingsos.ca. I'm here for you. Until next time, my name is Eric E, and I am out.